I am 73 years old, and if I could sum up my life in one word, that word would be waiting. I don't mean waiting in line at the grocery store. I don't mean waiting for a bus. I mean waiting to live. For 52 years, I treated my life like a dress rehearsal. I treated today like it was just a stepping stone to some magical tomorrow where everything would finally be perfect. I told myself I'll be happy when I get the promotion. I'll travel when the kids are older. I'll write that book when I retire. I'll rest when I have enough money. I was always preparing, always planning, always getting ready for the main event. And now, sitting here in this quiet house, looking at hands that have spots on them and knees that ache when it rains, I have realized the most terrifying truth of all. There is no main event. The preparation times was times to life, and I missed it. I spent 52 years sitting in the waiting room of my own existence, reading old magazines, checking my watch, waiting for my name to be called, and nobody ever called it because nobody was coming. If you are watching this and you are 20 or 30 or 50 and you are telling yourself that you will start living your real life someday, please stop. Sit down, listen to me, because I'm about to tell you how the perfect time trap stole my life and how you can escape it before you end up in this chair filled with regret. We are taught to be safe. From the moment we are children, we are taught that delay is a virtue. We are taught that delayed gratification is the secret to success. And in some ways, it is. You should save money. You shouldn't eat the marshmallow. But we take it too far. We apply it to our souls. We delay joy. We delay passion. We delay love. I fell into the trap of the safe path. I wanted to be a carpenter. I loved the smell of sawdust. I loved the feeling of creating something with my hands. I remember being 21 years old, standing in a workshop, feeling alive. But my father said, there is no money in that. Be an accountant. It's safe. So I became an accountant. I told myself, I'll do this for a few years. I'll save up. Then when I'm secure, I'll open my own shop. A few years turned into a decade. A decade turned into a career. I spent 40 years in a gray cubicle under fluorescent lights that hummed like a dying fly. I stared at spreadsheets that meant nothing to me. I traded my hours for a paycheck, thinking I was buying freedom for my future self. I was suffering from the when-then fallacy. When I have $100,000 in the bank, asterisk, then times I will take a risk. When the mortgage is paid off, asterisk, then times I will be happy. But the win never comes, because as soon as you reach the goalpost, your fear moves it further away. You get the money, but then you fear losing it. You pay off the house, but then you need to pay for the renovation. I was a donkey chasing a carrot that was taped to my own forehead. I ran and ran and ran, sweating, stressed, anxious, thinking I was getting closer. But I wasn't moving. I was just digging a rut that became a grave for my dreams. Let me tell you about the moment that broke me. It wasn't the job. It was my wife, Eleanor. Eleanor was the light of my life. She was the one person who made the gray years colorful. We had a dream. We called it the Great Voyage. We had a map on the wall of our study. It had pins in it. Italy, Japan, New Zealand, Peru. For 30 years, we put money into a jar and then a savings account labeled the voyage. Every time we wanted to go out for a nice dinner, we said, no, let's save it for the voyage. Every time we wanted to take a weekend off, we said, no, we need to accrue vacation days for the voyage. We were going to do it when I turned 65, when I retired. That was the deal. We would sell the house, pack 2 bags, and just go. I retired on a Friday in March of 2016. I was 65. We bought the tickets. We renewed our passports. The someday we had waited 40 years for had finally arrived. 3 weeks before our flight to Rome, Eleanor found the lump. It was aggressive. It was fast. We didn't go to Rome. We went to the city hospital. Instead of seeing the Colosseum, I saw the white ceiling of an oncology ward. Instead of tasting wine in Tuscany, I tasted the stale coffee from the hospital vending machine. Eleanor fought, but she was tired. I remember sitting by her bedside one night. The machines were beeping, that rhythmic, terrible beeping. She looked at me, her eyes tired and sunken, and she whispered, "Henry, we waited too long." She didn't say it with anger. She said it with sadness. She died 2 days later. I went home to a quiet house. I walked into the study. I looked at the map with the pins. I tore it off the wall. I screamed. I tore it to shreds. I threw the jar of money across the room and watched it shatter. All that discipline, all that saving, all that responsibility, what did it buy me? It bought me a lonely old age and a bank account full of money I can't spend with the only person I wanted to spend it with. We sacrificed the certainty of today for the promise of tomorrow, and tomorrow betrayed us. It took me 52 years and the death of my wife to learn this lesson. Safety is an illusion. We think that if we follow the rules, if we are good boys and girls, if we eat our vegetables and save our pennies, the universe owes us a happy ending. The universe owes you nothing. Life is not a savings account. You cannot bank time. You cannot say, "I will skip this sunset today so I can watch 2 sunsets when I am 80. No, that sunset is gone. That laugh is gone. That moment is gone. If you are postponing your joy, you are not being responsible. You are being reckless. You are gambling with the only asset you truly own, the present moment. I realized that I spent my life building a cage, thinking it was a fortress. I thought I was protecting myself from poverty, from failure, from judgment, but really, I was protecting myself from life. I have a nephew. He is 25. He wants to be a musician. His parents, my brother, are telling him to get a real job, to be safe. I told him yesterday, go. Play the music, starve if you have to, but do not die with the song inside you. Because the pain of failure is sharp, but it heals. The pain of regret, it is a dull ache that never goes away. It rots you from the inside out. If you are listening to this and you feel that tightness in your chest because you know I am talking to you, good. That tightness is your soul trying to break out of the waiting room. Here is how you stop wasting your life. Here is what I wish I knew at 21. Asterisk, asterisk. Number 1, do it scared. Asterisk, asterisk. Stop waiting for the fear to go away. It will never go away. I waited to feel ready to leave my job. I never felt ready. I waited to feel secure, to travel. I never felt secure. Confidence does not come from thinking. It comes from doing. If you want to start a business, do it scared. If you want to ask that girl out, do it shaking. If you wait until you are not afraid, you will wait until you are in the grave. Asterisk, asterisk. Number 2, kill the someday list. Asterisk, asterisk. Take your bucket list, look at it. If there is something on there that you can do this year, but you have pushed it to retirement, move it up. Do you want to write a book? Write 1 page tonight. Do you want to learn French? Download the app today. Do you want to see the ocean? Drive there this weekend. Stop treating your dreams like museum exhibits that you can only look at from a distance. Touch them. Now, asterisk, asterisk, number 3, disappoint people, asterisk, asterisk. This is the hardest one. I spent 52 years trying not to disappoint my father, my boss, my neighbors. I kept everyone happy except myself. And now my father's gone. My boss has forgotten my name. My neighbors moved away. Their opinions are dust. But my regret is stone. You must be willing to let people down to save yourself. If your parents want you to be a doctor, but you want to be a painter, disappoint them. They will get over it. But you will never get over living someone else's life. Asterisk, asterisk, number 4. Remember the empty chair. Asterisk, asterisk. Every morning, I look at Eleanor's empty chair at the breakfast table. It reminds me that time is not promised. When you are deciding whether to work late or go home to your kids, imagine that empty chair. When you are deciding whether to save the money or take the trip, imagine the empty chair. Make your decisions as if you don't have forever, because you don't. I am 73. I still do a little carpentry now. I make birdhouses. They are crooked and my hands shake, but I love them. But I mourn the furniture I never built. I mourn the master craftsman I could have been if I hadn't been so afraid of being poor. I can't get those 52 years back. They are gone, burned on the altar of safety. But you still have time. Whether you are 20 or 60, you have today. Do not let the sun go down on another day of waiting. Don't wait for the promotion. Don't wait for the apology. Don't wait for the cure. Don't wait for the weather to clear. Dance in the rain. Build the boat. Kiss your wife. Please, for the love of God, do not be me. Do not be the man who prepared for a life he never lived. I want you to make me a promise. Go down to the comments right now. I want you to write one thing, just one thing that you have been putting off for someday. And I want you to promise me you will take the first step towards it this week.
Write it down. Make it real. I will write the chapter. I will book the ticket. I will quit the job.
Don't do it for me. Do it for the person you see in the mirror.
I'm Henry, and I hope you start living before the clock runs out. Now, turn this video off. Go.